Ultimately, the goal is to ease the guidelines and open things up to very large sections of our country as we near the end of our historic battle with the invisible enemy. I said earlier today that I hope we can do this by Easter. I think that would be a great thing for our country, and we're all working very hard to make that a reality.
Italy's deadliest day, but the deadliest day since the outbreak began. Scenes like this could become our new reality, warns Dr. Michael Ryan of the World Health Organization.
This is not normal. This isn't just a bad flu season. These are health systems that are collapsing under the pressure of too many cases.
And what a great timeline this would be. Easter as our timeline, what a great timeline that would be.
Today, internationally, Spain and Italy suffered a lot of casualties as more and more countries around the world continue to report new cases. There's over 149 different countries that have been infected as of today. As the recording of this video, it could be more by the time you're watching this. The total in Italy has reached over 6,820 total deaths. That is more than Americans lost their lives during the Iraq War, like just to put it in perspective. Today, Trump came out in a statement saying that he wishes and his best case scenario for the United States is to open back up by April 12th, which is on Easter Sunday, and even made a statement saying that he wishes that the churches are packed by Easter Sunday and we're all just having a good time. It makes no sense. Like, there's no way that by April 12th, this pandemic is going to be contained in the United States. I don't know why Trump is saying this. I guess he's trying to give people hope. Today, the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo have been officially been canceled. If you saw in yesterday's video, I talked about the potential canceling and postponement of the Olympics until 2021, and today they officially announced it. The Olympics are canceled until 2021, and this is the first time since 1944 that has been canceled. It has only been canceled 3 times over the last 100 years: in 1914 due to World War I, in 1940 due to World War II, and 1944, and now in 2020 due to the coronavirus. So for those people that still believe that this is just a hoax or is not a serious matter, they just canceled the Olympic Games. Like, that's the biggest sporting event in the world every 4 years. Like, Japan and the world has lost today. It's incredible. So please take this serious. The U.S. numbers rose to 54,000 cases today and 693 people have died. An unrealistic timeline. There's no way that in 19 days from today, the virus is going to be contained. If you already seen the reports from Italy, the overcrowded hospitals, or even how much of a hotbed New York has over 25,000 cases right now compared to other states like California. New York has more cases than all the other all the states combined. Like, it's incredible. There's no way by Easter Sunday. Trump did mention that certain parts of the country might be able to be self-sufficient. Like, he says big parts of Texas, a lot of the farm belts, they don't have that many cases, and that could be the norm in the future. He also said that the U.S. has more tests, and in the last 8 days they have produced more tests than South Korea. He also said that the United States has the best test, like the most technologically efficient test. Like, you know how Trump always trolls like that. And then Trump today, he said he needs to reinforce the border. Again, following a statement about the coronavirus, he's saying that they need to look at this crisis and reinforce the borders because the borders need to be more secure, that you can't have a country without borders. When you look at a case like the coronavirus, borders do nothing to prevent it. If there's over 149 different countries that have already the coronavirus and they all have borders, like, this is just a stupid statement to please his fans. There's a shortage worldwide of masks and ventilators. He's saying that manufacturing has, over the last 3 years since 2016, he's created a lot of jobs. He brought a lot of factories back to work. The U.S. needs to be able to produce enough to be self-sufficient and not rely on products from China or other countries, which is a good point. And I guess this crisis is exposing a lot of that stuff. We need to be prioritizing domestically before we start helping others. And unfortunately, the whole world, there's just shortage of everything. Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick said this:
I'm living smart, listening to the president, the CDC guidelines, like all people should, but I'm not living in fear of COVID-19. What I'm living in fear of is what's happening to this country. And, you know, Tucker, no one reached out to me and said, as a senior citizen, are you willing to take a chance on your survival in exchange for keeping the America that all America loves for your children and grandchildren? And if that's the exchange, I'm all in.
That maybe older people need to make that sacrifice in order to keep the country running, because they need to leave America great for their grandchildren and their children and the future generations. He might be willing to put himself at risk, but he can't make that choice for my parents, your grandparents, and other people who they don't deserve to die because people want to save money and they want to make more money.
And that doesn't make me noble or brave or anything like that. I just think there are lots of grandparents out there in this country like me. I have 6 grandchildren. What we all care about and what we love more than anything are those children. And I want to live smart and see through this. But I don't want the whole country to be sacrificed. And that's what I see. I've talked to hundreds of people, Tucker, and just in the last week, and making calls all the time. And everyone says pretty much the same thing.
And he definitely doesn't care about his grandchildren if he's thinking about the money instead of people's lives, because people's lives are in danger. It doesn't matter if the virus is only 1.3% as reported by Trump yesterday, or 5% or 3%. As long as we could save as many lives as possible, I think that's the ultimate goal, no matter how much of a drastic economic downturn the country takes or the world. We go into a recession. We might be in a recession right now, but there's no way that money is more important than people's lives. In sports news today, Cam Newton was released by the Carolina Panthers after 9 seasons, just a couple years removed from being an MVP. Who do you think is going to sign the Cam Newton? I hope the Chargers sign Cam Newton. I've been hoping for a quarterback change. I was happy with Tyrod Taylor as long as we drafted a quarterback with the 6th pick overall. Hopefully, all the reports are saying he might sign with the Chargers. I don't know. We have enough cap space. We might have to make some trades or something, but Cam Newton in LA is going to be fire. We already have one of the top 3 rosters in the league, so the Chargers definitely winning the Super Bowl this year. In other news today, the MLS and the Liga MX in Mexico proposing a plan to maybe join leagues by 2026, the year that they're supposed to host the World Cup between USA, Canada, and Mexico. They're going to host the World Cup, and they want to join a domestic league together. That is going to include 30 USA teams and 20 teams from Mexico. Mexico needs to provide 20 teams, and they have, I think, 12 teams in the second division, and this is going to get rid of the second division because there's not going to be more relegation. I think it's dumb in my opinion, but looking at its perspective from both leagues, I think if they join both this MLS and the Liga MX, it's better for the USA because they will get more exposure, more people are going to start watching the games, and for Mexico, I guess more money, more revenue from ads, and better infrastructure from the USA stadiums and everything that the US runs. The soccer will get better on this side. The CONCACAF will definitely get better. In long term for Mexico, I don't think this is a good idea. A lot of Mexican players are going to decide to play for USA instead of Mexico in international competition, and it's gonna make USA better. And then Mexico might not even make the round of 16 like they've made over the last 6 World Cups. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you guys think about these 2 leagues potentially combining? I know you probably don't even watch soccer if you're watching this, but whatever. I know. I just realized that. If you recall from a couple of days ago, we made a video talking about Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift, and Kanye West, and a controversy that stands back to 2016 or all the way back to 2009 when Kanye interrupted Taylor Swift at the VMAs. So in 2016, Kanye dropped a song called Famous, and if you're not familiar, he basically says, to my Southside compas that know me best, it feels like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that bitch famous. Taylor Swift, after the song was released, and that she felt betrayed, and then Kim Kardashian posted on her Instagram story a conversation between Kanye and Taylor Swift where they actually asked for permission. However, a new video surfaced a couple days ago. The conversation was that Kim Kardashian posted on her Snapchat was actually altered.
Okay. So it says, to all my Southside niggas that know me best, I feel like Taylor Swift might owe me sex.
That's not mean.
Okay.
And a lot of people, there's a speculation that Kim Kardashian and her team actually released that long video to create this controversy, because Keeping Up with the Kardashians, I think, airs on Thursday, so it's going to hype up her new season. And the Kardashians, they're just masters at getting attention in the media. That's why they were able to build like $1 billion industry from actually having no talent. They have a talent in marketing, and this could be a new marketing move because good publicity or bad publicity is good publicity. Oh, and also Kim Kardashian tweeted that this is the last time she's going to address this. She doesn't want to talk about this in this time because there's bigger issues. People are actually dying, and that she thinks that Taylor Swift is lowballing for bringing attention to this when the world is actually suffering. There's a crisis. So let me know your thoughts and opinion. Whose side are you on? Taylor Swift, Kim Kardashian, and Kanye West? You don't care because that shit doesn't matter. And finally, in some music news, Lil Uzi Vert is showing signs of becoming the new generation's megastar. He is the first artist in history to chart every song he dropped on 2 albums in back-to-back weeks on the Billboard Hot 100. And at 25 years old, he has tied Lil Wayne for the 2nd place as the only artist to have 22 songs on the Hot 100 at the same time. Only Drake has more with 27 songs. I like some of his songs, and his album was okay to me. I haven't even listened to the 2nd album, to be honest, but this guy's breaking records, and he has such a huge following. Do you guys like Lil Uzi Vert? Let me know in the comments. What is your favorite song? I only know 3 songs from him, so I'm not gonna say he sucks because I haven't really given him a chance. I think I'm gonna give him a chance. Maybe he's worth the hype. Is he worth the hype? Is he overrated, underrated, properly rated? Let me know in the comments.
They're Rolling Loud, right?
Yeah, we only saw like 3 songs at the end, huh?
Yeah, it was really late.
And finally today, The Rise of Skywalker is finally released on digital, on Disney Plus and other digital, wherever you get your digital movies, on the Fire Stick probably. Fun, like I saw on Twitter yesterday, the MCU rankings, people were ranking the MCU movies in order, or their top 5, their top 10 MCU movies, or their favorite MCU movies. So let's do a Star Wars ranking for you guys. What is your favorite Star Wars movie? What is your top 3 Star Wars movies? And what is your top 3 MCU movies, Marvel Cinematic Universe movies? Let me know in the comments below and I'll let you know how trash your opinion is. Last Friday, I made a little challenge saying we should clear our phones, kind of like declutter our phones from photos and videos and stuff that are no longer relevant, that's just bulking up space and your mental energy. So I had over 5,000 photos on my camera roll, and over the weekend I was just deleting screenshots and memes that are no longer relevant from like 7 months ago, a year ago. So I ended up deleting 2,900 photos and videos. And I went around and deleted, I didn't really count how many apps I deleted, but I did take screenshots of my background used to look before I deleted the apps and organized them in folders and what it looks now. I don't have my phone with me, but I'll show you guys with some screenshots after this. So if you guys did delete some photos and stuff like I asked you to, or if you participated in this challenge,
I asked you to, like, all demanding.
if you participated in this challenge, let me know in the comments how many photos you had before the challenge and how many photos and videos you have after, and also how many apps you guys deleted. So thank you guys for watching this video. My name is Angel. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in another video. See you tomorrow. That's it.